Welcome to my cabin. How's it going, cruisers? Today is the room tour for the MSC Seascape room 9214. This is the cabin I've been in all week with MSC, my first MSC trip, and I've already kind of uploaded a bunch of videos, so I'll link those down below. Now, I typically, unlike other cruise YouTubers, I like to do the room tour towards the end of the cruise. This is actually the last day of our cruise, and I do that because I want to live in the room, because I find that there's always like little things I find throughout the trip that I'm like, oh yeah, there was an outlet over here, or oh, there's a hidden drawer, or stuff like that. So I wanted to kind of live in the room, so you're going to see some of my stuff around when I do the tour, and that's just the way it is. So I usually like to start off by just showing the typical stuff you get when you enter the door. Obviously, you put your card in here. This is how it activates the power in the room. So obviously you want to make sure that's how you get the lights on and stuff like that. Right here, you've got a do not disturb button, a makeup room button. They're hard pressed. They're not like, you know, just tap, you just press it. And then of course you've got the map, the layout, the emergency drills, where your muster station is, stuff like that. So nothing too crazy. Before we get in the bathroom, obviously this is the temperature, simple, up for warm, down for cool. I always put it down cool, like all the way, because these rooms get hot, especially in the Caribbean. All right, so in the bathroom, as I said, you're gonna see I've already been living in it. You've got all my stuff up here. But yeah, so decent bathroom, no different than most bathrooms in cruises. It's got kind of a cool sink design. Not that that's important. You've got a soap pump here, which, okay, funny enough, I didn't discover this right away. For some reason, I was looking, I saw this and I was like, oh wait, where's the soap? And I didn't even look at that, don't ask. You've got additional toilet paper, trash, and some room, like I put my Dopp kit there. Yeah, just pretty standard stuff, shelving for your stuff, a plug for the hair dryer, which I don't use because I'm bald. The shower, not bad, kind of small. I don't love the soaps they have, but that's just preference. I didn't love that when I first got in the room, this bath was filthy. I had to call customer service. If you watch my embarkation video, you know what I'm talking about. The shower's pretty small. I'm a small guy, and let me tell you, I was struggling in the shower a few times. I'm very small, like I'm 5, something, and I can't imagine anyone like that's big, whether they're tall or wide or whatever, might be a little bit of a struggle. But most cruises are like that, unless you're in like a uber luxurious upscale room. Okay, so I left my backpack there just because I don't really, this is for like magazines and books and stuff. I don't really bring magazines, and I usually read books on my phone. So pretty standard desk. You got plenty of shelving. I usually put my equipment up there. They come with obviously glassware, a room service, QR code menu, and then the mini bar. Instead of it being an empty fridge, they actually have a mini bar. So that's kind of nice, and I'll show you what that looks like. So got some snacks in there, some bottles of alcohol, some juice, waters, stuff like that. Pretty standard desk, that's where you get the blow dryer, the hair dryer, I mean. But yeah, different things, like if you want to get your clothes laundered, stuff like that. Nothing crazy. Like they do pen and paper, pencil and paper, phone, and then a bunch of different security, pool and beach service, towel service, breakfast orders, you hang that on, remote station. Over here though, no USB-C outlets, which is kind of disappointing. But you see that they've got, 2 North American outlets, USB, light switch, and then I believe these are just the European outlets. So let me plug that back in. Now over here, you're going to see a bunch of my equipment. Obviously use this however you want. There's 3 drawers, a snack drawer, and then a big drawer I didn't even use because I'm traveling by myself and I really don't need that much space. And then over here on the desk, you've got 2 other additional shelves, which is very useful. And I've never seen a trash can like this particular kind. It's like a weird, it's got plastic, food, and paper. So that's nice that they separate that, for sorting food or trash. All right, I'm planning my clothes for tonight. But this is obviously a couch, nothing more to say. I will say this though, if you watch my embarkation video, you probably remember this was filthy when I embarked on part of the reason I didn't do my tour that day was because this entire couch was filthy. Let's get into the storage. Now this is awkward because if you look, See this here, this space, this is where I was putting my backpack. But you see, you kind of get stuck opening this up because now this is in your way. So it's a little awkward. But this is where you're going to hang your clothes. And you notice I don't have any clothes in there. I have my shoes for tonight down below. But the reason for that is because I'm packing up already because I hate packing last minute. So that's why none of my clothes are there. So yeah, hangers on that side. On the right side, these are all the shelvings with the safe. Once again, still some clothes I'm packing up. But yeah, a standard safe, nothing really to write home about. But if you've ever used a safe in a hotel or a cruise, it's the same. And then of course you've got two drawers here where I've got, socks and underwear and some, other stuff like that. So yeah, plenty of storage, even if you are, rooming with 2 or 3 people. Now I should show this to you because some people like to maybe relax in the room for a little bit. I'll say this is the most lackluster entertainment system, and I'll tell you why. So the live TV is literally just like the live TV of the ship. So that's kind of boring. So if you want to see what the activities are going on, I personally find it boring. The videos on demand, I was excited about this thinking, oh, they're free movies, because a lot of cruise ships do that now. You have to pay for the movies, which I think is ridiculous, only because it's like, why are you nickel and diming me? Like, if you provide free movies, it's going to make guests happy. So I thought that's kind of lame, but I did want to point that out to you, that they do not offer really free entertainment like that. So that's kind of a bummer. All right, now let's talk the bed. So the bed, honestly, they're just okay. They were, well, I'll touch on the comforter, which they gave me a new one, was filthy. It had stains all over it. So that was fixed, but that's not really about comfort other than the fact that you just want to know something's clean. It is a decently comfortable bed. It's 2 twin beds put together, which makes this like queen style, whatever. Shelving, nothing really fancy. No plugs on this side, but you do see the light switch and obviously a reading light. The pillows are pretty comfortable. They're, they're not bad. I've slept well every night. Over here, there's another, I want to show you. There is another little shelving unit. And this is where I sleep because I like to plug my phone into the USB outlet provided, which is really nice. And also another way to access the lights. So yeah, here is the whole room. Pretty standard style cabin suite with a balcony. Not too big, but the design itself is, it's welcoming. I think you'll like it if you are staying in a suite like this or a cabin. Full transparency, I haven't spent a lot of time in the balcony. I'm just going to show, I'm not even going to go out there. There's no reason to show you because you can see it from the window. But yeah, the chairs are very uncomfortable. But, if you're just trying to enjoy like your, cocktail at night or maybe morning cup of coffee, it's not a bad way to do it, especially when you've got a beautiful view. Today we are at the Ocean Cay private island for MSC. Unfortunately, the weather was kind of crappy in the morning when I did my walk, but looks like it's getting better out, so that's nice. So I'm aware that was kind of a quick and dirty room review. There's really not much to write home about. I mean, you obviously see what I showed you, and that's kind of what most people want to get out of a room tour, is just to see what's there. If you have any questions, as always, you can always leave it in the comments. Happy to answer them. But definitely check out my other MSC vlogs and just other videos I've been putting out. So depending on when you're watching this video, actually, I will be going on another ship starting tomorrow. I'm actually going right on Norwegian Escape. So Norwegian Cruise Lines is another cruise line where I haven't properly been on before. I've only done like a quick media tour. So that will be fun. So stay tuned for more content for that ship. As always, if you haven't liked or commented the video, I really would appreciate it because it does help me tremendously build my audience. And of course, if you're new here and it's the first time you're watching me, hit the subscribe button. I put out videos as often as possible, and I like to show tips and tricks and just general knowledge about travel and cruising. So make sure you subscribe. As always, guys, I'm Joe from All Aboard with Joe, and I will see you next time. Happy cruising. Peace.